We are taking you into the news right now with the Fox 45 news feed. It's 11 a.m. It is do or die today for the O's, the team facing off against the Rangers, and it is a must win if the O's want to stay in the playoffs. Coming up, how fans here at home are cheering on the team as they play in Texas. The Baltimore City Council will meet today. We're looking at why the agenda is sparking controversy about where the council's priorities lie. And we're keeping a close eye on the unfolding situation in Israel. Coming up, the White House is promising aid, and members of Baltimore's Jewish community are reacting to what's going on. Fox 45 News Midday starts now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
Thanks for joining us for Fox 45 News Midday. I'm Patrice Sanders. We begin with the terror attack in Israel. President Biden is expected to speak about the attacks a little later today. The White House address is set for 1 o'clock. Already, the U.S. pledging military support, including air defense and munition to Israel, along with the Navy's most advanced aircraft carrier. More than 1,100 people have been killed over the past 3 days, including 11 Americans. And the White House is bracing for the possibility that even more could have been killed or being held hostage by Hamas.
There's just so much we don't know. And then we're working literally every hour with Israeli officials to try to get more granularity on these Americans, where they are and how they are.
National Security Council spokesperson Admiral John Kirby won't detail publicly what action the U.S. might take to secure the return of any hostages, but he did tell CNN the U.S. will do what is needed to protect national security interests in the Middle East. Jewish communities throughout the Baltimore area are coming together to support one another. You saw that synagogue there in Baltimore. It was packed last night for a prayer vigil. Stay with us. Coming up in about 15 minutes, we're going to take a closer look at the impact here in Baltimore. And Fox 45 News will continue to follow the developments in the Middle East. Stay up to date with our coverage by downloading the Fox 45 app. Search WBFF in your app store. Topping local news, the Baltimore City Council is facing questions over how it addresses crime. While some measures seem to quickly pass through the council, other policies are rarely brought up. Now, there have been 9 mass shootings in Baltimore this year. Thousands of cars have been stolen, but today's agenda has nothing to do with crime. Instead, it covers converting city vehicles to zero-emission cars and establishing new standards surrounding zoning districts. As Olivia Dance shows us, a taxpayer watchdog is now questioning the council's priorities.
Well, it's been a violent year in Baltimore with 9 mass shootings, and today marks 1 week since the mass shooting here at Morgan State University, where 5 people, including 4 students, were injured. Meanwhile, City Council's meeting twice today, and discussing solutions to crime is not on the agenda. We're now 9 months into the year, and city leaders have vowed to stop the violence on many occasions. Take a listen to some of the council members' comments throughout the last several months.
Unfortunately, high levels of violence are affecting our young people.
The reality is the residents of Brooklyn Park deserve better than that.
My here is just have a robust conversation about what all law enforcement to do to address crime.
In January, council members met with police and identified what was proving to be another violent year. 3 months later, as juvenile crime raced out of control, the council called another hearing with police. And then after the city's largest mass shooting that left 2 dead and 28 others injured, council members called another hearing. Despite meeting several times this year to talk about crime, there was little action. Our analysis of the 299 action items which have come before the council this year, only 2 of them have been crime-related and adopted by the council. Taxpayer watchdog David Williams insists it's time for the city to take serious action toward curbing crime.
Citizens want action. They don't want talk. Every member of the city council has a responsibility to the citizens to look deep into these problems and not just talk about them, but actually figure out why things are broken inside of the city and come up with solutions to fix those problems.
The action that City Council has taken so far this year includes establishing a registry for arson defendants and requesting a final action for local control of the city's police department. For now, reporting in Baltimore, I'm Olivia Dance, Fox 45 News, Midday.
In the past, we have seen the city council act quickly on legislation. After Baltimore voters overwhelmingly passed term limits for elected leaders last November, the city introduced a bill to decrease pension requirements within a week of Election Day. The council fast-tracked that bill. It was introduced and passed within just 3 weeks. Mayor Brandon Scott ultimately vetoed it. 11:05 now. Here's a look at today's top trending stories. Trending number one, students at Morgan State University are back in class today, less than a week after a mass shooting left 5 people injured, including 4 students. Police are still searching for suspects as school leaders talk about enhancing campus security. Some students, though, are uneasy about returning to class.
It's definitely quieter. I have a pretty big class that I just came from, but there was only like 6 of us in there. The students in my class, we actually have a group chat. We were requesting if we could do virtual because a lot of people don't feel safe on campus.
Investigators are still working to identify the people seen in this security footage. They believe this group may include 2 suspects that pulled the trigger and shot the for 1 day longer. I stand with Evan, another person more a hostage than a real prisoner. California's governor says handing out free condoms to high schoolers would cost too much. Governor Gavin Newsom vetoed a bill that would have mandated schools provide free condoms. It also would have made it illegal for stores to refuse to sell condoms to kids. Newsom agreed with lawmakers that it is important to increase access, but says the measure would have added $19 billion to the state budget. Your reaction to that? It was an unfunded bill that would have come out of the school's budget. Another one saying, as if that will stop the youth from engaging in extracurricular activities. Just give them the protection, at least. Well, all eyes are on the O's. The team is in Arlington, Texas, preparing to take on the Rangers for Game 3 of the ALDS playoffs. A win today means another game closer to reaching the next round of playoffs, but a loss means their season comes to an end. Nobody wants that. Here's what you're saying. Jason says, keep the faith. Another one, let's go O's. You can do this. And then finally, it's been an amazing year, no matter what happens. So thankful to have watched it, but hopefully we'll be watching even more. You can watch the Orioles take on the Rangers right here on Fox 45 tonight. Coverage starts at 8 p.m. with first pitch following just a few minutes behind that. And then a reminder for you, Fox 45 is your exclusive home for the 2023 World Series. The Fall Classic begins Friday, October 27th. You can catch all the action right here on Fox 45. Still ahead, Maryland Mack truck workers on strike. How workers here are joining those in other states in walking off the job.
The impacts of the attacks on Israel being felt locally as well. Just ahead, we're going to hear from those with personal ties, plus how you can help those overseas right here from home.
And coming up later today at noon, it's Karamo. Then at 1, it's Sherry, followed by Hot Bench at 2. 11:12 now on Fox 45 News Midday. We are back with a live look over the Inner Harbor. Things warming up a bit after a cold start this morning. Coming up, just how much will warm up before rain moves back in. 11:14 and turning once again to the terror attack in Israel. President Biden is expected to speak about the attacks a little later today. Already, the U.S. is pledging military support, including air defense and munition to Israel, along with the Navy's most advanced aircraft carrier. Israel is now ordering a total siege of Gaza after the terrorist group Hamas launched the deadliest single-day attack on the Jewish people since the Holocaust. More than 1,100 people have been killed over the past 3 days, including 11 Americans. Now, the impacts of the unprecedented attacks on Israel are being felt across the world as well as locally. Right here, Shannon Lilly bringing us reaction from the Associated Jewish Federation of Baltimore.
Well, the world is watching in horror, and many locally are standing in solidarity. In fact, this evening, we know the Baltimore Jewish community will be coming together to stand in support of Israel. In fact, we want to pull up some information right here on your screen for this evening's event. It's happening at 7 at Beth Tufela Congregation in Pikesville. It's going to include remarks by local clergy, music, and prayer. This is we are now hearing from those who have personal connections to these attacks. In fact, one member of the Jewish community in Baltimore says he's so passionate about Israel that he plans on moving there even after these recent developments.
I am not going to let terrorists dictate where I live, how I live, the freedoms I have. And the minute that either Americans or Israelis or anyone that appreciates a free society starts caving to terrorists, then they win.
Well, in 3 weeks, Aaron Rubin there and his wife will be relocating to Tel Aviv, which is a move that Rubin still plans to make despite the tragedies and impacts the overwhelming violence is having on his loved ones. In fact, right now, rocketed attacks are raining down on the location of his new home, but that's not stopping them. Meanwhile, we're hearing from Maryland leaders like Mayor Scott and Governor Wes Moore. They've taken to social media to offer condolences and condemn the violence. Baltimore City Councilman Yitzi Schleifer posting this to Twitter here, saying he is speechless and horrified. Remember, Schleifer's parents, siblings, and 35 of his nieces and nephews currently live in Israel. Back out here at the Associated Jewish Federation of Baltimore, they are spearheading an emergency fund to help with humanitarian needs. We're talking food, medicine, and shelter, and they are asking for your donations and your prayers. If you are wanting to help out, we'll have a link on our website, foxbaltimore.com. Reporting this morning, I'm Shannon Lilly, Fox 45 News, Midday.
11:17 and making headlines now. UAW workers are on strike against Mack trucks in several states, including Maryland. Workers are also striking in Pennsylvania and Florida. In all, about 3,900 workers are on strike after rejecting a tentative agreement with the company. The last time Mack truck workers went on strike was 2019. That strike lasted 2 weeks. The United Auto Workers strike against the Big Three is the costliest of its kind in U.S. history. AEG says the strike has cost more than $5.5 billion in its first 3 weeks. The UAW strike started in mid-September. Hollywood writers and studios officially have a deal. 99% of the Writers Guild of America's voting members approved a ratified contract. It is a 3-year deal that includes more pay, benefits, and protections for writers. This comes after union members walked off the job in May. You can get Fox 45 News in a flash to your Amazon Alexa or Echo. We now deliver your local headlines and forecasts in less than 2 minutes. If you have an Amazon device, tell it to enable Fox 45 Baltimore. Now to today's talking point. Organizers for the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics want to put flag football on the program. The International Olympic Committee is expected to vote on that proposal at meetings in India later this week. Organizers are also including baseball, softball, lacrosse, squash, and cricket in that proposal. Now, some sports not making the cut include motorsports, kickboxing, and karate. Breakdancing, that's also going to be left off the proposal, but it will make its debut at the Paris Olympics next year. Mark Clark with Be More Lifestyle is here now, and I don't know if I think flag football should make the. I mean, I do know. I don't think it should.
Yes, I'm with you. I don't know. Call us old school, Patrice, but I'm with you. Flag football, no. Breakdancing, no.
Now, breakdancing could just be fun. I mean, not as a sport, but just, sure, to throw in a program.
Karate, yes.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
Flag football, what are we talking about? I mean, first of all, the other countries don't play football, American football.
Right, not in that sense. So once you've seen the way we play real football, NFL football, then that's enough. We don't need to throw the flag football. And flag football, to me, I mean, it's more like you playing around with friends kind of thing.
It's drinking and playing after work.
I mean, it's a little bit brutal. My daughter was playing at a school the other day, and the school had to call me and tell me she got hurt. So, but it's not Olympic quality level.
I think we need the Olympic Committee has had some questionable things over the years. I think we need to look at it. Looks kind of kooky. Some of those things on the list to me don't match up. I'm thinking world class competition. Right. I don't know. Some of the stuff's like,
you know what? I think they were drinking, playing flag football, and just, came up with that on the spot.
Well, if synchronized swimming is in there, I'm almost on the same thing with that. To me, that seems like, again, it's fun.
That's a skill, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
All right, Mark. All right, well, it's time now for your wild and wonderful weather with meteorologist Jasmine Lomax.
Thanks, Patrice. We are taking a look at this beautiful photo. This is actually coming in from Washington, D.C. last night. You can see the moon over the Capitol, a beautiful photo. We had clear skies at this time, so probably a little before the rain came, but as we start today, much cooler. We are dealing with our latest weather maker, a cold front. So if you stepped outside this morning, you probably noticed that big change in temperatures. It was chilly this morning. Into the afternoon, we're still talking below average temperatures, but we do have a nice warming trend that is on the way. So currently we are looking at few clouds in the background, but some sunshine as well. Temperatures around 61 over Towson. Across the rest of the state, temperatures mainly in the 50s and 60s. The numbers are finally starting to rise, but again, we are going to stay below average. As we head into the afternoon, our temperatures reach the upper 60s, the low 70s, keeping us below average. We'll have a mix of sunshine and clouds, though, and then we have a warming trend through the middle of the week. We're keeping watch on this cold front that's currently moving across the state, and behind the cold front, not much of a difference in the temperatures, but later this weekend we'll have a second system, and that will bring cooler temperatures along with a chance for rain. So on the futurecast, not much to see as we head into the afternoon and evening. We'll stay nice and dry. The cold front continues to pass overnight, and once it does clear, we'll wake up to plenty of sunshine in the morning. Temperatures start off in the 40s, so you will need the jackets. Into the afternoon, our highs reach the upper 60s and low 70s once again. More clouds arrive as we head into Thursday, but you will notice the warm up in the temperatures. We're looking at highs today around 70, 71 tomorrow, and then the mid 70s on Thursday. Low 70s with rain on Friday. We'll have more showers over the weekend with temperatures in the 60s, and we stay below average into next week. Back to you.
All right, Jasmine, thank you. Still ahead, a second Prime Day sale from Amazon. How the store is kicking off the holiday shopping season. And a growing jackpot for Powerball players. Coming up, the new amount up for grabs in tomorrow's drawing. And the O's take on the Texas Rangers tonight. You can watch it right here on Fox 45. Pre-game coverage starts at 7. First pitch is at 8:03 p.m. And then make sure you stick around for the late edition. 11:23 now on Fox 45 News Midday. 11:25. Don't miss this. The Powerball jackpot, now the second largest in game history. After no one hit the numbers last night, the jackpot has soared to an estimated $1.73 billion. Monday's winning numbers were 16, 34, 46, 55, 67, and the Powerball was 14. Nobody got all of those. You might have gotten something, though, so check your ticket. The next drawing is tomorrow night. Amazon is holding its second Prime Day event of the year leading up to the holiday season. Amazon's Prime Big Deal Days kicks off today. It runs through tomorrow. Amazon says discounts will drop as often as every 5 minutes, but only during certain times throughout the event. Time now for your lunch break. Have dessert with lunch today. It is National Cake Decorating Day. Cakes date back for centuries, and decorated cakes carry out the theme for many of life's key celebrations, from birthdays and graduations to weddings and retirements. Well, that's all we have for Fox 45 News at midday. Be More Lifestyle is up next. Mark Clark back to tell us what they're working on.
Patrice, it appears people aren't so happy about happy hour anymore. Coming up, we'll chat about the new trend bars are seeing.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
And what's up, Baltimore? I'm Mark Clark. This is Be More Lifestyle live from Studio A at Fox Baltimore. Lady T is here.
Hey.
Along with Persia Nicole from 92Q and meteorologist Jasmine Lomax. Good morning, everybody. Let me tell you right now. Halloween is just 3 weeks away, and if you want to have the best house on the block, consider this when buying your candy. According to a survey from candystore.com, Reese's Cups are the most coveted candy. M&M's and Hot Tamales earn spots 2 and 3. According to National Retail Federation, Halloween candy spending is expected to reach $3.6 billion this year. Okay. Jasmine in the black today for Halloween. Are you a big Halloweener?
Yeah, I love Halloween. I don't really dress up anymore, but I dress my dog up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I was like, I've never seen her dress up. Okay.
Power of the P. Persia Nicole. Are you a Halloweener?
So my son he's really big on Halloween costumes. Now me, I am a cat every single year. I'm the same exact thing. I put the arrows on and that's it and that's all.
There you go.
Well, but I'm a Halloween mama.
Well, but that cat suit though, that cat suit is what makes, yes, Persian Nicole, I follow you. Yeah.
It's a purr, it's a big purr.
Lady T, what are you dressing up as?
I don't know. I don't know, but it's all about the candy for me. It's all about the good candy.
Do you agree
Not
that
the
Reese's?
Knockoff Dollar Tree candy. I mean the real, actual candy. Like you had to pay more than 25 cents
So are
for
you
it.
a Reese's cup? Do you agree with
Oh, no, I don't do Reese's
What?
cup. It's all about Snickers.
The
It's all about the
disrespect.
Hershey's cookies and cream.
Cookies
It's
and
all
cream?
about the white chocolate. Like
Oh,
for
no.
me, it's all about, Twix. Oh,
Okay,
my God.
okay, I can agree with that.
Twix,
okay.
yes,
Persian
and the
Nicole, what about
licorice.
you? You agree? Is Reese's your favorite?
You know, Reese's is my favorite. And Lady T, you and I was here, but now you don't like Reese's. I can't trust you.
I know,
But I
weird.
said Twix. I feel like Twix makes
She
up
came
for it.
with
And
the-
Snickers
the white chocolate.
makes up
What?
for it. And white chocolate.
And what about
oh
you,
my
Jazz? Are you a
God.
Reese's person?
We have haters in the house.
Yes, I love Reese's. I mean, who doesn't
Okay.
like Reese's?
Me.
Lady T said cookies and cream. That's not
Cookies
even on
and
the
cream.
list.
It's Hershey's cookies and cream. You never
Okay.
had
I
it?
don't like that one.
It
All
is
right.
so good. Oh my
Moving
gosh.
on, say
Whatever.
goodbye to happy hour. It appears more people are ditching happy hour with coworkers for more time at home. It's just one trend that's becoming more common since many began working from home during the pandemic. While many have returned in-person work, it appears they're ditching happy hour in exchange for more time at home. I get this, Lady T, because when you really try, if you really feel like going happy hour for real, you don't want to get caught by the cops. You don't want to catch a disease. I mean, I can kind of see what
Who was thinking about that during happy hour?
Well, see,
Once
I'm
I'm
saying-
three margaritas in, I'm not thinking about that.
Lady T is the
Are you ready to risk
Long
it all?
Island iced tea.
Hey, I
Lady
love
T.
me a good Long Island iced tea and a margarita. One margarita, I'm going to show you who I am.
Okay.
Two margaritas,
Persian
it's going
Nicole,
down in the
you
DM.
are the queen of the party. What about, have your happy hour things changed?
No.
What's going on right now?
Facts.
I'm still in happy hours, but here's the thing. You have to know to have that designated driver. You have to be like, all right, I'm going to go home. I'm going to Uber and meet you guys there. There's different ways to go about it, but I'm still going to go and have a drink.
Okay, okay.
Facts.
Jasmine.
There we
I
go.
love happy hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you even drink alcohol?
Yeah, but I do it with my outside friends, not my work friends.
Oh, yes,
You know, it's
I was going to say,
different.
Jasmine always avoids me
I
when
try
I
to
try
do
to.
it. I try to do it with both because I want everybody to get a dose of me, and I want you to experience me in that way. So yes,
See,
I
let
try
me
to.
tell you something.
It's called balance. Thank
Lady
you very much.
T is a tightrope walker. 'cause
I do.
She has worked in so many departments at this place. I don't know, ladies. That's a dangerous thing you're doing.
I know. I wear multiple hats.
We want you to tell us. Yes, you do.
And drink multiple
no,
margaritas.
No, really, you do wear multiple hats. We want you to tell us, do you go to happy hour or do you head straight home from after work? Vote on our website, foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you get to the website, you know what to do. Make sure you click on the lifestyle tab. You can also vote on our Fox 45 News app. At the end of the show, we'll see what everybody thinks. Okay, it turns out those mirrors at self-checkout aren't so you can check out your complexion. It's apparently part of a theft deterrent system. Studies have shown mirrors make people feel guilty. And the idea is if you see yourself stealing, you'd be less likely to do it. Let me tell you something.
That's very true.
I don't know
That's
about
very
that.
true.
My friends don't give a dog about that.
I always think twice before stealing. When I see that mirror, because I was like, oh, there's a lot of them in here today.
Oh, wow.
So I do not steal when there are mirrors.
Well, Lady T, if
It's
they were
very
on
true.
today, they captured that luxury
Then they
mane you got
capture
on
it,
today.
yeah. I try to go in with my bonnet so that I'm undercover, you all.
Power of the P. Does the mirror stop you from stealing those stockings?
Not the stockings. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Who wants to be caught, right? But at the same time, like every single day, I always want to ring up a TV as a Snickers bar. In my spirit, it always tells me to do it.
47 cents.
Yes.
65-inch television.
That's true.
Now,
If you swipe real fast, they don't see it. Just
Jasmine,
kidding.
you actually get a pass because you look so innocent, but we
You
really know
do
what's
look
going on
innocent.
inside. So does the mirror stop you from stealing, makeup and stuff at the store?
No, I'm one of those people where I'm like, oh, look, it's me.
Oh, wow.
I do like looking at I be like, oh, wow, I look real good today in this mirror.
Exactly.
When I'm
So
not
Jasmine
stealing, I
just-
do check myself out. I'm just kidding. I don't steal.
Jasmine confirmed it does not stop her from stealing.
It just makes you feel pretty while stealing, I think. You just
Okay,
feel
I'm
better.
sorry, guys. We got to let Persian to go back to her #1 rated show. Congratulations, Power to P. She's killing it.
I know,
If
I'll
you
be
haven't checked her
listening.
out, she's amazing. We'll see you
Congrats,
later in the
girl.
show, Jasmine. And Lady T's got the hot tea coming up. Still ahead, Taylor Swift misses the Chief game and her rumored boyfriend gets sidelined with an injury. Coming up, why some are dubbing it a curse. Oh, my goodness. But first, never get stuck on the side of the road again. Coming up, the handy new roadside tool you don't want to be caught without. A great show on the way. Stick around.
That's why you need to make
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
Holiday road trips are just around the corner. Before you go over the hill and through the woods to Grandmama's house, Nick Calderon wants you to prepare for any unexpected emergencies. Here he is with America's Steals and Deals.
The following segment is sponsored by Noki.
Not today, man. Dead car batteries. Every single time you're trying to get out of the house on time, be someplace, it happens. That click, click, click. Or you're on the side of the road on a gray, cold, dark day like today. It's never fun. But I have the answer for you. It's called the Jump Smart, and it can get you back on the road quickly. Watch this. Plug the 2 alligator clips in right here. Red clamp to red on the battery. Black to black, I get a beep and a green light, and now I can start my car back up. Just like that. I don't have to wait for roadside assistance or anybody else to come and help me out. I keep a Jump Smart in every family member's car. My daughters have one, my wife has one, and I know I have peace of mind, and so do they. It's also a 10-in-1 tool. It's got a compass, a thermometer, it's a flashlight and a strobe light, many other tools as well. And my favorite part, you can charge your cell phone with the 2 included USB ports on the back. If you lose power in a storm or something, just plug your phone in and you can stay connected with family and friends. Speaking of them, put one in every family member's car. 31% off right now at asadeals.com.
Fox 45 News is helping you connect with news from what's going on in your backyard to the news across the country. Here's a look at the National Desk, connecting you to the news that matters.
The National Desk, a network of nearly 4,000 local journalists cover America's news now.
These chemicals are not going to leave the environment.
Provides in-depth coverage.
Leaving this city frustrated with crime and homelessness.
Context.
You get in more trouble for parking in a handicapped spot than you do having a baggie full of fentanyl that could kill a busload of kids.
And clarity to major stories.
The bottom line is our recall system is broken, colossally broken.
The National Desk covers our nation at the local level.
You're not going to prevent every train crash, but you can make them less likely.
It could be a matter of life and death.
To capture the pulse of America.
The bus flipped and landed in the creek bed.
Seatbelts save lives.
The National Desk team of impartial, unbiased, and fact-based journalists.
Require car companies to make sure their safety systems worked at night.
The National Desk.
Women's pain has been normalized for way too long.
You can depend on for live breaking news coverage across America.
Really big monster fires spread very quickly.
Real concerns about flooding.
Dangerous wind and rain conditions.
I went flying out the door.
It just sucked everything up.
I'm Jan Jeffcoat. Choose America's news now from the National Desk.
Still ahead, a Real Housewives star and former Baltimore resident is filing for divorce. Coming up, Lady T takes us inside Mia Thornton's split from her soon-to-be ex-husband. She got the hot tea. And does actor Bradley Cooper have a new lady in his life? The model he was just spotted with coming up. Time to spill the tea. Lady T joins us right now.
Hey, what's up, fellow tea sippers? Okay, so today we're talking celebrity relationships, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's get to spilling. First up, rumor has it that Bradley Cooper and Gigi Hadid are happening. It's a thing, right? So he and Irina Shayk split years ago and have a child together, Gigi and Zayn Malik. They split in 2021 to have a kid together. Now, okay, Gigi also dated Leonardo DiCaprio for a while recently, too. Remember, we had that tea. They were spotted in New York together, Gigi and Bradley Cooper. They were together in New York for a few days. Sources say that she's always had a crush on him and that the two are just having fun. But sis, we know what type of fun you were having. Big fun, okay? Because that's Bradley Cooper. The age difference, guess what it is? He's 48. She's 28, y'all. 20 years apart. And I think Leo DiCaprio was actually 48 as well. So she clearly has a type. Hey.
Well.
I was like, ooh, okay, Gigi. Gigi be reeling them in. She was like back to back to back, okay?
Is she reeling them in, or are the Hollywood guys just some weirdos?
I think she's just testing it out. And I think, stars, celebrities want to date celebrities because they understand being in the limelight. So I totally get it.
Is that what it is?
I know, yeah, I know. Honestly, I like the whole him and, what's her name? What's my girl's name from A Star Is Born? What's my Lady Gaga?
Yeah.
I like him and Lady Gaga together, but I guess we'll have to wait to see what happens, okay?
Yeah.
All right, up next, you guys, now for some Real Housewives tea. All right, so Real Housewives of Potomac star Mia Thornton is going through a divorce. Her soon-to-be ex, Gordon Thornton, is speaking out. He says that she is leaving him because he's in some financial trouble. So Gordon Thornton told TMZ that Mia, now that his funds are inaccessible, she's searching for an upgrade. He also said that he gave her a hall pass to sleep with other people. The only catch was she had to be honest about who she was with. But now he claims she's been sneaking around, and you know what? He's 71 years old. So I don't know, Mark, but these hall passes seem to be out here ruining relationships. It's what it's giving. I don't know.
He need what?
Yeah.
What? He's 71. What?
He's 71.
Sir.
I know. And they lived in Baltimore, too, so I thought that was interesting.
Wow.
I was like,
I mean, no disrespect, old man. But
of course. Yes, I know. But, he's, I think there's a lot of things going on. Everybody wants these older men now. I kind of like it. Okay, I like it. All right. Up next, you guys, because it's Case pouring. All right, so the pressure is on for our girl, Taylor Swift. It's football fans versus the Swifties. Her alleged new bae, football player Travis Kelce, was injured in Sunday's game against the Vikings. Now, he injured his ankle after catching a pass from QB Patrick Mahomes, right? Now, football fans are blaming Taylor Swift because she missed the game on Sunday. They believe she cursed him by not showing up to the game, even though he actually came back into the game and even scored a touchdown. Okay, come on, y'all. Y'all being petty now, okay? Meanwhile, the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce costumes, guess what, y'all? They officially sold out online, according to the site 3 Wishes. So, listen, I knew they were going to do this to her, Mark. I knew they were going to do the Kim Kardashian thing and Jessica Simpson thing where you date a football player and then you get blamed when they lose a game. I knew this was going to happen. I'm frustrated. Mark, I'm frustrated. Why are they doing this to our girl Tay-Tay?
Huh?
I said, why are they doing this to our girl Tay-Tay?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I don't care. It's okay.
It's ran its course, Lady T.
Do you think so?
Yes. It's over.
No! Okay, well, hopefully they work things out because the whole costume dedicated to them. Okay, well, that's it for the tea for today. Now, y'all know what to do at home. Y'all got to go sip on all that tea.
That's right. Jasmine is standing by with weather. What's up, Jazz?
Mark, we are taking a look at this beautiful sunrise this morning from Morehead City, North Carolina. Just absolutely stunning. You've got the mountains in the background. A really nice start to the day, a little bit on the cool side. You probably noticed that as you stepped outside this morning. We'll have a few more cool mornings, but afternoon temperatures are on the rise. We'll start to get a little bit warmer over the next few days. Current temperature is around 61 and good mix of sunshine and clouds over Towson. Across the rest of the state, we're now starting to see those temperatures rise, 50s and 60s across much of Maryland. But as we continue into the afternoon, those temperatures only reaching the upper 60s and even the low 70s in some spots. So we will get warmer as we head into the afternoon, but those temperatures still staying below average. We're dealing with our latest weather maker, this cold front, as it moves over the state. Behind the cold front, we'll stay dry for a few more days, and then for the weekend, we'll have the chance for showers. So notice on the future scan, this evening it looks great. Then overnight, the front passes and will start to clear out. We'll start tomorrow with plenty of sunshine, but temperatures only in the 40s. By the afternoon, expect plenty of sunshine and temperatures reaching the upper 60s and low 70s once again. More clouds move in for Thursday, but we will have those higher temperatures. Following that, we will get ready for the next chance for showers over the weekend. So notice rain chances do increase on Saturday, followed by more showers on Sunday. Temperatures reach 70. We'll be in the low 70s again on Wednesday, mid 70s on Thursday. Then over the weekend, we'll have the chance for showers. After that, we'll stay below average in the 60s. Back to you.
As the temperatures drop, you may be using your AC less, but that doesn't mean your maintenance should drop too. In fact, now is the time to give things a good, thorough cleaning.
Your Place Inside and Out is sponsored by HB Home Service Team.
This week, we're discussing the dirty sock syndrome. Yes, you heard me correct. I said dirty sock syndrome. Now, while some of you may have heard of this, I'm confident many people are staring at me confused right now. So this syndrome is in reference to your air conditioning system. It's when the system puts off a foul smell that may be mildew or musty, and it's caused by buildup of mold and bacteria. What can happen is moisture and dust can build up on the evaporator coil. In this situation, it's important to call on an HVAC professional who can help clean and replace the coil if needed. To prevent this from happening, I'd suggest checking and cleaning your air filter regularly and calling on local professionals when you have questions.
Trust the HB Home Service Team for all your plumbing and HVAC needs. From protecting your home systems with a maintenance agreement to the peace of mind knowing we're available 24/7, 365, the HB Home Service Team is just a phone call away. Home serviced better since 1914.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Fidelity Investments.
With annual enrollment season in full swing, many are facing the pressure of selecting health plans. New data from Fidelity shows that while all generations say health is a top benefit, many young people feel overwhelmed with annual enrollment. Joining us to discuss this detail is Ryan Victorian, Fidelity Investments, who can tell us about what's going on with this. So, Ryan, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
And so, talk to us about the stress that people are feeling about enrollment.
Yeah, absolutely. With the cost of healthcare continuing to rise, we know choosing a health plan that's right for you and your family can be difficult. And in fact, more than half of our survey said they feel overwhelmed or discouraged when it comes to annual enrollment. And interestingly, while women and younger generations say they feel more overwhelmed, older generations tend to feel discouraged about the process of choosing health benefits.
Well, with the rising cost of health care, how can people stay on top of their health care expenses?
Yeah, I have a few steps for you. So this can help you get on a little bit of stronger financial footing when it comes to your health overall, especially during annual enrollment. So first is what most people are familiar with, which is researching healthcare options like premiums, deductibles, and out-of-pocket maximums. Second, you can also look into the preventative care your benefits may offer, including things like mental and physical health support, which may be low or no cost to you at all. And lastly, for those that have a high deductible health plan, you can access something called a health savings account, otherwise known as an HSA. This is something our study finds that about half of Americans are just unfamiliar with.
Well, in fact, tell us about exactly what they are.
Yeah, sure. An HSA is an account that you and your employer can put money into to help pay for healthcare costs. And what most people don't realize is that HSAs have several distinct federal tax advantages. And at Fidelity, we call this the triple tax advantage. So the first one is when you put the money in, also known as your contribution, it goes in pre-tax. The second is you can use that account to pay for qualified medical costs tax-free. And third, you can invest that money to potentially grow for the future. And all of that growth is also tax-free, assuming it's used for those qualified medical expenses. And remember, this account is always yours. It's not tied to the job you have, and the funds never expire, which is why HSAs are an important part of your overall financial plan. And we know there's a strong link between health and financial well-being. And our job is to help you figure out where it fits.
So much great information. Where can people find resources to help them make these critical decisions about their health care benefits?
For more resources, you can go to fidelity.com/health savings account.
Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it. Still ahead, it appears people aren't so happy about happy hour anymore. Coming up, the new trend bars are seeing in a post-pandemic world. Say goodbye to happy hour. A new trend. It appears more people are ditching happy hour with coworkers for more time at home. It's just one trend that's becoming more common since many began working from home during pandemic. Many have returned to work in person, but it appears they're ditching happy hour in exchange for more time at home. And we wanted you to tell it. Do you go to happy hour or do you head straight home after work? Right now, most of you are saying, I'd rather be home. Wow. Great show lined up for tomorrow. Before traveling this holiday season, consider this. A new survey is ranking the worst things flyers can do. Coming up on tomorrow's show, we'll outline the 5 worst things you can do on a flight, according to a new survey.
Find out how to have your business featured on Be More Lifestyle. Email us at BeMoreLifestyleTV@FoxBaltimore.com.
And as always, thank you for inviting us into your home. We're family, right? Make sure you follow Be More Lifestyle on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all our social media platforms, and have a great one. We'll see you tomorrow.